What is up, everybody? JT Dangerously here once again. I am here to do my New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom 15 Night 1 2020-2021 predictions. Now, Wrestle Kingdom 15 Night 1 happens next Monday morning live on NewJapanWorld.com from the famous and legendary Tokyo Dome in Tokyo, Japan. Now, Wrestle Kingdom has always been one of the biggest shows for New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's their WrestleMania, but it's 10 times better. And for the second consecutive year, Wrestle Kingdom is a two-night event. And this card for Night 1 this year, folks, is stacked from top to bottom. We have 6 fantastic matches with 3 big titles on the line, and the United States Championship briefcase will also be defended here. So I'm extremely excited to do my Wrestle Kingdom 15 Night 1 predictions for you guys this year, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into Wrestle Kingdom 15 Night 1 after our last New Japan Pro Wrestling event, which was the shocking power struggle in November in Osaka, we went 3-3. So our overall record coming in is 438, 98-3. So we're coming in without a winning record or a losing record. At least our one pay-per-view losing streak is over in New Japan, and I'm looking to start a brand new winning streak going into 2021. So hopefully in this video we will get back on the winning track and start a brand new winning streak. Hopefully. Now, this is the first video of a combined 3 videos there on the channel today, guys, and these are the final 3 videos in 2020 on the channel. So hopefully you guys will be able to watch this video and all the great videos that I put up in the month of December. Again, thank you guys for showing your support on all those videos. And as always, show your support on the channel by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, and commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, guys, as a first time viewer, and this is your first video, boy, pick to go in if you're a huge fan of New Japan Pro Wrestling like myself, and you're ready for the granddaddy of them all, Wrestle Kingdom 15 from the Tokyo Dome. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is... Two. Whoop, whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into my Wrestle Kingdom 15 Night 1 predictions. Let's start off with the first matchup. It is a very important one-on-one showdown where the winner of this match will go on to January 5th and challenge for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. On one side, first, he is representing the Cutthroat Darkness era of... And he is a former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. He is a former Rev Pro British Cruiserweight Champion. And he is the 2020 Super J Cup Champion. He is the leader of Headbanger Club. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is El Phantasmo, and his opponent is representing Los Ingobernables de Japón, and he is the winner of the 27th Best of Super Juniors tournament, and he is the former 3-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, and if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is Ticking Time Bomb, Hiromu Takahashi. Now, this matchup is definitely big because whoever wins this matchup will head on to January 5th of Wrestle Kingdom 15 Night 2 and challenge for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. So this is a big opportunity for one of these two men. Now, starting off with El Phantasmo first, he is coming off winning the 2020 Super J Cup Tournament, winning it back-to-back. He won it in 2019, and he won it this year in 2020. And now he's looking to cash that Super J Cup title in for a shot at the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, and a potential matchup between his former tag team partner and Bullet Club versus Bullet Club. There's the idea of Hiromu Takahashi coming off winning his second Best of Super Juniors tournament, defeating El Desperado in the finals of the 27th Best of Super Juniors tournament. And if you guys have not seen that matchup, definitely go check it out, folks. And Hiromu is looking to once again become the Junior Heavyweight Champion, and he's looking to go through not one Bullet Club member, but 2 to get there. So coming from me in this very important one-on-one showdown to see who will challenge Taiji Ishimori on January the 5th for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. This one's tough because I like El Phantasmo. I'm happy he did repeat as Super J Cup champion. And I know the fans don't like him. I know the commentators don't like him, but I like him. He is a leader of Headbang Club he is not the leader of Headbang Club for nothing. But I'm also a huge fan of Hiromu Takahashi, who really showed that he is the true ace of that juniors division, and he's not even the junior heavyweight champion. That's how popular Hiromu is in New Japan Pro Wrestling. But coming from me, I am going to go with Hiromu Takahashi to defeat El Phantasmo by any means and go on to January the 5th and challenge for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. And now the next matchup, and this one I'm really excited for because it is for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. Starting off with the challengers. They are also representing the Cutthroat Darkness era of and they are the former 6-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, and they are the 2020 World Tag League winners, the best tag team in the world today. They will be accompanied by Masahiro Jado, and if you know their music, you'll know who I'm talking about. Consisting of the Silverback, Tongaloa, and the good bad guy, the Ace Killer Tama Tonga. They are the Gorillas of Destiny, or God. And God is challenging the 87th and reigning and defending IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. They are representing Suzuki Gun. Ichiban, consisting of the former 2-time Never Openweight Champion, and if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is Lord Taichi, and his partner is the former multiple-time Rev Pro British Heavyweight Champion, and he is quite possibly the best technical wrestler in the world today, in my opinion. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is Zack Sabre Jr., and they are Dangerous Tekkers. Now, starting off with God first, they are coming off winning their first World Tag League title after multiple attempts and multiple appearances in the finals this year, defeating FinJuice in the finals thanks to Kenta, and God is finally World Tag League champions, and they're looking to cash that World Tag League titles in for another reign as the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. And history at Wrestle Kingdom makes them a massive favorite. There's already have Dangerous Tekkers looking to continue to reign as the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, and they're looking to make their third title defense a successful one. But history at Wrestle Kingdom for IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions is horrendous, and Dangerous Tekkers are coming in a huge, massive underdog. Now, here's a dangerous fact when it comes to Wrestle Kingdom. The IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles have changed hands the last 7 years at Wrestle Kingdom. Combined, they have changed hands 10 times. IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions here are 3-10. And the last IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team to retain their belts at Wrestle Kingdom, ironically enough, was another Suzuki Gun squad known as the Killer Elite Squad. That was with Lance Archer and Davey Boy Smith Jr. all the way back at Wrestle Kingdom 7 back in 2013. So The odds are very in the favor of God, and the odds of retaining are very low with Dangerous Tekkers. So will the 7-year drought continue and God make it 8 years in a row, or will Dangerous Tekkers overcome the odds and be the 4th team in history to retain their titles here at Wrestle Kingdom? So coming from me in this huge matchup for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles, such a tough pick because I really want to see God once again the tag team champions, but Dangerous Tekkers need a legitimate big win to solidify their reign as the tag team champions, and I think they get it here, even though history is absolutely against them. So coming from me, I am going to go with Dangerous Tekkers to retain the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles by any means and defeat God. And now the next matchup. It is for the IWGP United States Championship briefcase. On one side, the challenger. He is the former 2-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, the former 7-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, and he's looking to have a guaranteed shot at the United States Championship. He is the leader of Brit Club. He has strong-armed himself, Satoshi Kojima. And Kojima is challenging. He is representing, once again, the Cutthroat Darkness era of and he is the 2020 New Japan Cup of USA champion, and he is the reigning and defending United States Championship briefcase holder. And if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is Kenta. Now, originally, this was supposed to be Juice Robinson challenging for the United States Championship briefcase against Kenta, but we found out that Juice Robinson had a broken orbital bone, and he was taken out of this matchup. So this is the replacement for Juice Robinson. Now, starting off with Satoshi Kojima, this is a big opportunity for him, a chance to win a guaranteed shot at the IWGP United States title. And listen to this. This is a crazy dangerous fact. The last time Satoshi Kojima had a one-on-one match at Wrestle Kingdom, you got to go all the way back to Wrestle Kingdom 8, back in 2014, when he won the NWA title from then NWA champion Rob Conway. So it's been 6 going on 7 years since we've seen Satoshi Kojima wrestle a one-on-one match at Wrestle Kingdom. And what a big matchup this is, a chance to really shock the world and become the next holder of that United States Championship briefcase. The other side, you have Kenta looking to continue his reign as the briefcase holder for the United States title. He is undefeated in briefcase defenses since he won the New Japan Cup of USA tournament, and his last briefcase defense was against Brody King on NewJapanWorld.com's New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong. But Kenta has been waiting for one person, and that is Jon Moxley, the reigning 2-time United States champion. And ever since this pandemic started, everybody was wondering, when will Jon Moxley come back and when will he defend the United States title? Because Kenta has been holding this briefcase on for most of the year, and he's just been saying, all I want is Jon Moxley. And with this pandemic going on and Japan's not opening the doors for any U.S. talent other than like Kevin Kelly or any of their other talents, Jon Moxley is not going to show up at Wrestle Kingdom. It does not look like it. And it's pretty damn sad that New Japan Pro Wrestling should have just stripped him immediately, pandemic or not, and let this belt be defended in New Japan instead of being stuck in the United States with Jon Moxley. No offense to Jon Moxley at all. But if he's not going to be at Wrestle Kingdom this year, they need to strip him, pandemic or not, because Kenta has been holding on to his briefcase, and I think his patience is definitely wearing thin. So, coming from me in this matchup for the United States Championship briefcase, do I think Kojima has a chance to win this? Sure. 2020 was full of surprises, so don't be surprised 2021 could be even more full of surprises. But coming from me, I am going to go to the man that says that puts the people down with the go to sleep, and that's Kenta, to retain the United States Championship briefcase by any means and defeat Satoshi Kojima. And now the next matchup. It is a special singles match on one side. He is representing the Empire, and he is looking to get his biggest win in his New Japan Pro Wrestling career. He is the Dominator, the Great O-Khan. And his opponent is the only man in New Japan Pro Wrestling history to hold that IWGP Heavyweight title 8 times. He is indeed the ace of the universe, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is Hiroshi Tanahashi. Now, starting off with the Great O-Khan first, this is another big opportunity for the Dominator. A chance to knock off one of the aces of New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he's looking to do it on the grandest stage of them all, Wrestle Kingdom. Now, the Great O-Khan's last shot against an ace was against Chaos's leader, Kazuchika Okada, at Power Struggle in Osaka, and he fell short thanks to the money clip. So this is another opportunity for the Great O-Khan to, as his nickname is, dominate the ace of the universe and get a signature win at New Japan Pro Wrestling's biggest show of the year, Wrestle Kingdom. There is the idea of Hiroshi Tanahashi looking to start 2021 on a good note, because 2020 was not his year, that is for sure. I mean, yes, he did hold the tag team titles with Kota Ibushi at the Golden Aces, but they did lose. Kota Ibushi had to carry Tanahashi during that reign, and then we also saw what happened on the first night of the World Tag League, where the Great O-Khan and the mystery partner, who turned out to be Jeff Cobb, attacked Tanahashi's leg with a steel chair, and ever since then, Tanahashi really wasn't the same. He hasn't been the same wrestler that we've seen the last couple years. But this matchup is definitely personal, because Tanahashi is looking to turn 2020 around in 2021 and start off with a huge victory against a man that nearly has taken him out of the game forever. So coming from me in this very special singles matchup between the Dominator and the Ace of the Universe, I will have to say I do like the Great O-Khan. I do like the whole question mark on his face and how he walks into the venue like a zombie, and this group, the Empire. I'm really intrigued by this group, and hopefully they'll have a shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees very soon, because I'll definitely be buying it. But the Great O-Khan, Jeff Cobb, Will Ospreay, Bea Priestley, this Empire crew is looking to start 2021 with big victories. But coming from me, as much as I like the Great O-Khan, I have to go with the Ace of the Universe, Hiroshi Tanahashi, to get his revenge and defeat the Great O-Khan by any means. And now the next matchup. In this matchup, I'm really excited for. It is a one-on-one showdown between two former brothers. On one side, he is the leader of the Empire, and he'll be accompanied by his girlfriend, a member of Stardom's Odayo Tai. She is Top Gaijin Bea Priestley, and he is the former two-time Best of Super Juniors champion. He is a former Never Openweight champion. He is a former 3-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight champion. And he is the reigning Rev Pro British Heavyweight champion. And if you know his music, his old music now, you'll know who I'm talking about. Elevate me to the sky, whoa. Elevate me to the sky, whoa. He is the assassin Will Ospreay, and his opponent is the leader of Chaos, and he is the former 5-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Now this is the 5th one-on-one meeting between Will Ospreay and Kazuchika Okada. Okada leads the old-time series 3-1. Now Ospreay's last victory over the Rainmaker was all the way back on October 16th of this year during the final finals of A Block in the 30th G1 Climax tournament. And Okada's last victory over Will Ospreay was all the way back last year, the 29th G1 Climax tournament. Now, starting off with Will Ospreay first, this is a huge matchup for the Assassin, a chance to knock off the ace of New Japan Pro Wrestling and the leader of Chaos on the grandest stage of them all, Wrestle Kingdom. And the fact that this Will Ospreay that we're seeing is a new and improved Ospreay that we didn't see at Wrestle Kingdom 14 against Hiromu. We're seeing a new attitude in Will Ospreay in 2020, especially what happened on October 16th when the Great Okan helped Will Ospreay beat Kazuchika Okada, and then the turn was on. After nailing Okada in the back of the head with a hidden blade, he said, "Fuck you, Okada, I'm out of Chaos, and I'm starting my new group, known as the Empire." And this crew in 2020 and 2021 going in is going to be a faction to look out for. I mean, you got Jeff Cobb, who could be the never openweight champion on January the 5th when he challenges Shingo Takagi. You got the Great Okan. You got B. Priestley, Top Gaijin in Stardom's Hideo Tai, and then you got the leader, Will Ospreay. And a victory here at Wrestle Kingdom over Okada would put that group over the moon in 2021. There's how you have Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada coming off his loss at last year's Wrestle Kingdom on night 2, losing the belt to Tetsuya Naito, and we already know when Okada loses the IWGP Heavyweight title, he either goes on a downward spiral, or he changes his look, or changes the color of his hair, or goes back to the Okada pants. But this time, Okada went on a downward spiral after losing the heavyweight title. He didn't go with the red hair, the balloon, the remix music. He went on a downward spiral. And really, Okada has not used the Rainmaker since Wrestle Kingdom of last year. Think about that, folks. He has not used the Rainmaker. He's been using the Money Clip Submission, which is more of a signature than a finisher, but he's using it. And he's just trying to tell people, oh, I can win without the Rainmaker. But people want to see the Rainmaker. That's the whole point of, giving the people what they want with that whole Okada pose and the wrist control and that clothesline. But he's just not bringing it out he did not bring it out in 2020. He's been bringing out that submission. And it just seems like 2020 was not Okada's best year. I mean, he lost to Yano in the inaugural KOPW 2020 Fatal 4-Way match at Summer Struggle in Jingu Stadium. He lost to Toru Yano, who eventually went on to become the 2020 KOPW champion and the true MVP of New Japan Pro Wrestling, beating Tanahashi and Okada all in this year. But Okada's just not the same person without that title. And honestly, as a longtime New Japan Pro Wrestling fan, I'm actually happy he's not in the title picture anymore, because for how long I've been watching New Japan Pro Wrestling, it was always Okada wins LOL. Other than the times that he lost to Naito and Kenny Omega, it's been Okada wins LOL. But lately in 2020, that is not the case. And Okada's looking to end a one-year losing streak at Wrestle Kingdom by knocking off the man that he brought into Chaos and New Japan Pro Wrestling when he was at Rev Pro, and his former best friend, Will Ospreay. So coming from me in this very special matchup between these two former brothers, the question is, who needs to win more? Does Okada need to win more than Ospreay, or does Ospreay need to win more than Okada? That's the big question coming in. And when it comes to having outside help, Will Ospreay has it in B. Priestley. We don't know what Okada's going to do as a second. He may not have a second. He doesn't usually have seconds in big one-on-one matches. So coming from me, as much as I wouldn't be surprised Okada wins this, I think Will Ospreay needs this win a hell of a lot more than Okada. Okada's been here before. He's done it all. But now it's Will Ospreay's turn to start 2021 on a good note and get a win over the former 5-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion. So I am going to go with the Empire's assassin, Will Ospreay, to defeat Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada by any means. And now, the main event of Night 1 of Wrestle Kingdom 15. It is for the IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is the only man in New Japan Pro Wrestling history to win the New Japan Cup, the Best of Super Juniors tournament, and he is the back-to-back champion of the G1 Climax tournament. He is a man who has won almost every title except one, and that is the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. He is one half of the Golden Lovers, and if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about, and he is Kane Gaming's favorite wrestler. star Ibushi Kota. And Kota Ibushi is challenging the 72nd and reigning and defending 3-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and he is the 26th and reigning and defending and the only man in New Japan Pro Wrestling history to hold the IWGP Intercontinental title 6 times. He is the leader of Los Ingobernables de Japón, and if you know his music, you'll know who I'm talking about. Ooh, Naito! He is Tetsuya Naito. Now this is the 8th one-on-one meeting between Kota Ibushi and Tetsuya Naito. Kota Ibushi leads the all-time series 5-2. Now Ibushi's last victory over Tetsuya Naito was all the way back in 2019 at G1 Supercard in Madison Square Garden for the Intercontinental title. And Naito's last victory over Kota Ibushi, you got to go all the way back to that same year at Dominion in Osaka-jo Hall for that same IWGP Intercontinental title. Now starting off with Kota Ibushi first, this is it. This is a second chance at possibly winning the IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental title. We all remember what happened at Wrestle Kingdom 14. He lost at back-to-back Wrestle Kingdoms. Then went on to win the tag team titles with Tanahashi. Went on to win the 30th G1 Climax tournament over Sonata. Went on to be the first person in New Japan Pro Wrestling history to lose the briefcase to Switchblade Jay White at Power Struggle in Osaka. And now he has been given a second opportunity, a chance to finally realize his dream and become the IWGP Heavyweight Champion for the first time ever and be the IWGP Intercontinental Champion for the second time in his career. But the fact is that he has been kind of like this shirt, the Phoenix rising from the ashes in 2020 to winning the G1 Climax this year, from the heartbreak of losing the briefcase in his first briefcase attempt to Switchblade Jay White. But Naito given Ibushi this opportunity is a gold mine and a chance for one of my second guarantees to happen in 2020. If you guys don't know, I guaranteed on October 21st of this year that Kota Ibushi would be the IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Champion, and Kenny Omega would be the AEW World Champion, and both the Golden Lovers would be holding their respective companies' titles. Well, I'm 1 for 1 because if you guys don't know, Kenny Omega is the new AEW champion. So I'm looking to make it 2 for 2, and I just know it. This is his year. This is Kota Ibushi's year. He's busted his ass in 2020, coming back from 2 losses back-to-back at Wrestle Kingdom last year to being 1 victory away from realizing his destiny and being the double champion. There's that you have Tetsuya Naito looking to continue his reign as the double champion, and he's looking to make his second title defense a successful one. Now, Naito's dream came true last year. He came in with nothing, and he bet on himself, and he went on to win not just the Intercontinental title, but the IWGP Heavyweight title by defeating Kazuchika Okada on night 2. So Naito knows how this feels for Kota Ibushi. He's coming in with nothing, and Naito's looking to play spoiler and make sure Ibushi leaves with nothing. But Naito's run has been good. He won it back from Evil at Summer Struggle in Jingu Stadium, but I think his reign here ends. Because yes, Naito had his Wrestle Kingdom moment, but now it's Kota Ibushi's time to have it. So coming from me, in this massive main event match on night 1 of Wrestle Kingdom 15 for the IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental title, Naito had his moment last year. It is Kota Ibushi's year this year. It's going to be his moment to become God. He won the G1. Nobody wins back-to-back G1s and not win the IWGP Heavyweight title. It just doesn't seem right. And Gato would be very stupid to not put the belt on Ibushi because he's earned it. He's busted his ass in 2020. Whether anybody likes it or not, whether anybody liked that Kota Ibushi's getting this shot without the briefcase, it doesn't matter. He won the G1 Climax 30 tournament. The 30th G1. He beat Sonata in the finals. He's the back-to-back champion of that tournament. He deserves a shot whether anybody likes it or not. And I'm telling you, I am guaranteeing you folks, Kota Ibushi will be the new IWGP Heavyweight and IWGP Intercontinental Champion and defeat Tetsuya Naito. And Ibushi will advance to January the 5th to face Switchblade Jay White. And those are my New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom 15 Night 1 2020-2021 predictions. Now I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video today. Comment below. Who do you see winning this huge main event on night 1 between Ibushi and Naito for the double title? I have Ibushi winning, which I've guaranteed for 3 months. Let me know who you guys have winning that huge matchup. Who do you see winning between G.O.D. and Dangerous Tekkers for the tag team titles? Who do you see winning between Ospreay and Okada? Who do you see between Okan and Tanahashi? Who do you see winning between Phantasmo and Hiromu? And who do you see winning the United States Championship briefcase between Kojima and Kenta? And as always, let me know what you guys think and your picks. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always going to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to you, because comments and your opinions are always welcome on this channel. Now, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Now, before you guys go, as always, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and YouTube tells me that nearly 40% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel yet. So let's change that. If you're a fan of professional wrestling like myself, and you're a fan of New Japan Pro Wrestling, WWE, AEW, Ring of Honor, NXT, and you're a huge sports fan like college football, MLB, NBA, NHL, the NFL, super kick that subscribe button. It's free. You can become part of this bigger, dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys later today for my New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom 15 Night 2 2020-2021 predictions and my Week 17 NFL predictions. Later days, guys. Stay safe. Happy New Year and peace.